The court opined that there is no prima facie commission or attempt to commit any terrorist act. The court also observed that to bring sense acts under the Terrorist Act, the same should be done with intent to threaten or likely to threaten the unity, integrity, security, economic security, or sovereignty of India. Further, such an act must be accompanied with an intent to strike terror or likely to strike terror in the people or any section of the people in India or in any foreign country. However, the court, after perusing the evidence available on record, refused to accept such an allegation by the NIA. Regarding the offence under section 17, the court also noted that the allegation of raising funds for a terrorist act is based on the strength of the documents recovered from the third party and does not even raise a hint of corroboration. Next, the court rebutted the allegations regarding the offence of conspiracy punishable under section 18 of the UAPA. Para. The court in this regard observed that Sen only revealed her participation in some meetings and attempted to encourage women to join the struggle for new democratic revolution. The court also noted that there was no evidence of Sen being a member of the banned Maoist outfit. The court also stated that no credible evidence has been produced before it through which the organizations bracket open with which the petitioner was associated bracket close can be connected to the banned terrorist organization. Notably, the court also relied upon the Najib case, the held that the constitutional courts can grant bail to individuals accused under the UAPA, notwithstanding the bar contained in section 43 capital D in order to protect their right to a speedy trial guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution. At the same time, it is noteworthy to mention that the agency instead sought to place its reliance on Gurvinder Singh versus State of Punjab to argue that bail is not a fundamental right. Elucidating, the court also said that though Gurvinder Singh's case was distinguished from the K.A. Najib case and the prayer of bail was rejected, this would not dislocate the ration laid down in the latter case. Para. With these observations in place, this court also went on to highlight that Sen is a lady of advanced age and is suffering from various ailments. The ailments by themselves may not be serious enough for granting bail on medical ground, but taking cognizance of the composite effect of delay in framing charge period of detention undergone by her, the nature of allegations against her vis-a-vis the materials available before this court at this stage in addition to her age and medical condition, we do not think she ought to be denied the privilege of being enlarged on bail pending further process subsequent to issue of charge sheets against her in the subject case. The court concluded while allowing her appeal. The court also clarified in clear words that these observations are prima facie in nature and will not affect the trial of her stop.